How I reached 10 million people from one single post for free on Facebook in just 1 month. So right now I'm on the back end of my Facebook fan page, and if you come under Insights, you'll be able to see tons of data and analytics about your page's performance. What type of post got the most amount of reach? What type of post got the most amount of engagement? So you can see all of that good data underneath your Facebook Insights. So if I come down over here, I want to show you that one post that actually reached over 10 million people, all organically. None of that was paid. So I'm going to go ahead and find those content. Let's say see more over here. All right, here it is. So this one post reached over 10 million people, all organically. I didn't pay Facebook a single dime. But as you can see, not all of my posts goes mega viral. This usually happens once in a blue moon. The other posts do also have really good reach, like this one over here, over 1 million, this one over 1 million. So you can see my past data that not all of them perform that well, because I do test and post different content to see what people respond to. But today we're going to talk specifically about how I got one of my posts to go mega viral over 10 million people. So another thing I want you to notice is I posted this on May 1st of this year. So if I come down to Google, I'm typing date and time, Eastern Standard Time. That's where I'm located. Today is Saturday, May 30th. So just about a month, this post was up. And within a month, I reached over 10 million people organically. And I think that's amazing, amazing results. Really helps draws good engagements and send the Facebook's algorithm good signals to allow them to show your other content to other people. Another thing I want you to take a look at is some of the data on this actual post. So for this one, again, you could see how many people you have reached. But another thing I want you to pay attention to is look at the number of shares that I have on this one post right over here. Okay, as you can see, I'm getting tons and tons of shares here. But this number of shares is not the same as the number of shares that I actually have on this one post. So on this one post on my page, I'm actually only getting 129,000 shares on this post. The number of shares here is actually when people share on their profile and their friends share on their profile. Those count as shares. So this is the collective shares of this one post. So not necessarily my post. As you can see, another thing I want to point out is if you look at the number of likes that I have on this one post, I have just over 1,800 likes. Okay, so a lot of people like to just look at the number of likes on a post and figure out whether or not it's good content, but usually that's not really what I want to look at. You know, it's great if you're getting likes, it's great if you're getting comments, but Facebook actually values shares more than likes or comments, because you know it's so easy for people to like a certain content, but it takes another level of just passion about your content and the wanting to share with their friends and their family. Okay, so shares really mean a lot. So in today's video, I really want to talk about how to really create viral content, but more importantly, how to go out and find and produce shareable content that people want to share on their profile. So one thing that when you are looking for viral content, really take a look at your data, see are they getting shares, and that's the type of content you want to go out and produce more of. So previously I created a video on how to go viral on Facebook. So if you have not watched it already, I'm going to link it somewhere on this video. Also in today's video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to make a post go mega viral by producing shareable content. A study created by a team of UCLA psychologists, the senior author Matthew Lieberman notes that shareable content ideas are helpful, amusing, or interesting. So in today's video, I'm going to show you 5 different websites that you can go on right now to research shareable content so you can take inspiration and go out to create your own unique content. So the first website is called Buzzsumo.com. On this website, you can actually find different types of content that are performing the best. So you can search on different social media platforms like Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, or Reddit and find content that is in your niche that is getting the most shared or the most engagement. So all you have to do is come up here and click Start Free Trial. After that, you can go ahead and search by topic or domain. In my case, I like to enter in the niche that I am in. So say for example, I am in the dog niche. I can type in dog, and Buzzsumo will sort out different types of content on many different social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Reddit, so many other places where you can sort by engagement, shares, and things like that. So in this case, I want to sort by different types of shares. I can just click down here and click Pinterest shares. And I want to see the different types of content for dogs. So as you can see, they just filter out all of the Pinterest shares right over here, and you can see exactly how many shares a particular content has received. So right now I'm going to scroll through all of the different types of content here and see what kind of content that I want to take inspiration from to produce content for my Facebook page. Now, a quick thing that I want to mention is according to Buzzsumo, the average number of shares by content type is infographic and list. These receive the most amount of shares according to Buzzsumo. So I think that this is very valuable data to help us guide what type of content we should be putting out on our page to get more shares. So coming back to Buzzsumo, I'm just going to scroll through here to see what type of content I actually want to draw inspiration from for my page. So over here, I see 10 best cat-friendly dog breeds. And if I click on this article, they're going to show me the 10 dogs that are cat-friendly. Now, these are for people who currently own a cat and maybe want to adopt a dog into the family very soon, so they can actually scroll through this content and kind of read about it. But what you can do for your Facebook page is actually create a post just like this. And say the top 10 best dog breeds for current cat owners. Or you can say the top 10 best dog breeds for people who are allergic to dogs or a certain type of dogs, things like that. So these are, very useful information that people love to share. Again, coming back here, we want to make sure we put our content as digestible as possible so people can get the information fast. So again, I would stick to infographics or lists. So this is such a great example on how you can actually list out the dog all in one post, or maybe even provide more information to make it more like an infographic. Now, the second website I'm going to recommend is called CoSchedule.com. It is one of the best headline analyzer for your content. So once you come up with powerful and shareable topics, whether you research on Buzzsumo or Google, you now need to be able to add a strong shareable title to all of your content on Facebook. So what better tool than using CoSchedule to help you analyze your headlines? Because writing headlines is just as important as finding shareable content. So on this website, you can actually be able to create headlines that actually drive traffic, shares, and search results. So say for an example, I want to type in tips on how to train a dog. Let's just say I'm thinking about using this headline for my content. I'm going to go ahead and click Analyze Now. So now CoSchedule will give me a headline score based on my actual headline that I typed in, which is tips on how to train a dog. So they actually look at how balanced is your headline, and they will base it off 4 different main key components, which is common, uncommon words, emotional, and power. So usually for common words are dictated by 20 to 30% of your headlines, uncommon 10 to 20%, emotional doesn't have an emotional response, so does trigger people to laugh or be happy or angry at your headlines. These are the ones that actually drive real shares and engagement. Also are using phrases that trigger intense responses from your readers, and so this is one of the things that you have to include. Now, based on my score, I'm actually doing okay for the top 3. However, I got a 0 for the power, so this is what this analyzer is telling me that I have to improve on my headline. Now, the next thing CoSchedule will analyze is the length of my headline over here. So they're saying that my headline is a bit short and that I should consider increasing the length of my headline so I can improve my SEO. Now, another thing they're saying is my headline is actually the right length. They actually recommend approximately 6 words because it triggers the highest number of click-throughs. So right now I'm at 7 words, which is good. So another thing you can take a look at is it long enough for both SEOs and click-throughs? Now, another thing to keep in mind is to make sure that your headlines aren't clickbait or spammy to mask the actual content that you want to share with your audience. You definitely want to make your headlines match the actual content and stays relevant to your topic. Also, a good idea would be to add numbers to your headlines, like 5 tips on how to train a dog or 5 tips on how to bake a cake. You can also download my entire headline list that I will have below down in the description of this video. So for my third tip is to find trending topics in your niche. Now I'm going to be giving you 3 different websites that you can go on right now to find these trending content that you can actually pull ideas from for your page. So the first one I'm going to recommend is called youtube.com, and you can actually look under the trending tab, and they're going to give you the top trending content that are receiving the most amount of views on YouTube. The next one I actually recommend is called Google Trends. All you have to do is type in your niche in here, and you can actually find tons of content that are actually trending. So say for example, I am in the workout niche. I can type in workout. First off, what I like about this is they're going to give you tons of data about how many searches they're actually getting every single month. And if you come down here, you're going to be getting different related topics to your niche over here, and also other related queries related to your niche over here. So you can actually take a look at what's trending and really pull inspiration from that to create content for your page. Now, the third website I'm going to recommend is called reddit.com. I'm sure most of you have heard of this website, but basically you can come under the top growing communities. These are the ones that are actually receiving a lot of attention right now on Reddit. So you can actually come on here and take a look. But you know, if you can scroll through all of these different kinds of interests, niches, things like that, you can actually find maybe your niche or a topic that is closely related to your niche. Or even a niche that is not even related to your niche, but you can pull inspiration about what is getting the most upvotes and what is getting the most attention. So over here, I see something over here called programming. So programming is a big niche. A lot of people are interested in this type of subject. So if I click on it, these are actually called subreddits, which Reddits have a lot of these. And currently, they have 2.7 million members just under this one subreddit alone. So as you can see, there is definitely a market for people who are interested in programming. So if you come down here, you can see the different types of content that people are actually posting. And what you can do is you can actually look at what type of content have the most upvotes. These are the ones that people are obviously the most interested in, and you can actually see what is really out there. And as I scroll through here, you can just kind of read all these kinds of headlines, things like that. So if you're interested, you can actually click on it and read more about it. So over here, this is the one that I feel like is doing pretty well. This one has over 700 upvotes, and if you can see on the title, it says a little bit of plain JavaScript can do a lot. Obviously, it's definitely a hot topic if you're in the programming niche. So I take a look at this. I can come here and read all kinds of content here and see what people are interested in and what they're wanting to talk about, things like that. So these are the things that really starts conversations, even on Reddit. So if you can actually, you know, pull that and put it on your page and maybe ask your audience, you know, please share some of your experience with JavaScript or whatever. Obviously, I'm not in the programming niche, but you can create questions around JavaScript. It seems like it's a very popular subject within this niche. So the fourth website is called Quora.com. You can actually come on here and ask any questions you want. Other people can come on here and answer any questions that they are knowledgeable in. So people are actively looking for answers to the questions that they may have, and there are also people who are also on Quora.com searching for these exact topics. So what I actually recommend you do is go under spaces right over here, and they're going to have different types of topics that you can actually follow based on what niche or what interest you have. So they have things like, let me just scroll down here, trading, they have investing, or if you're interested in marketing, let's see, movies, they have food. So whatever your niche is, I recommend following the different spaces that's closely related so that you see the people who are inside your niche, what kind of questions they're asking, are they getting interest in the question? So it's a great way to really get that data from your niche audience and really see what people are wanting to know and wanting to engage with. So say for an example, I want to go with the food industry. Say I'm in the cooking, baking niche, and the first thing I want to do is I want to scroll down here and I can see when people ask a question like this one, what is the secret ingredient you add to your homemade spaghetti sauce? Basically, everyone's going to share their secret ingredient. So over here, as you can see, they have tons of votes here, and this is the number of shares, which is 79 shares, which I think is very, very good. And then this is the number of comments they have on this particular question. So I think this is a great question that you can actually create your own unique one. You know, I never recommend copying someone else's questions. You can take inspiration and then you can ask your own audience. You know, you don't have to say this exact question. You can say, you know, what's your secret ingredient? I don't know, when you make stir fry, or what's the secret ingredient when you make your cake at home or cupcake. You know, whatever it is, you can actually word it pretty much the same way, but with your own unique twist. So as you can see, this type of questions gets a lot of shares and comments. If I scroll down here, there's another one over here. It says, how do restaurants make scrambled eggs taste better than homemade? Obviously, everybody want to chip in. As you can see, this one have over 16,000 people liking this. Also, they have 92 shares and over 200 comments just on this one post alone. So you can actually ask similar questions on your Facebook page, like, you know, how do restaurants, I don't know, how do they make pancakes taste better than homemade, or any other questions that structures or look just like this question over here. So as you can see, you can scroll down. There are tons and tons of questions here. So what Facebook likes us to do is really to ask open-ended questions, because it not only engages our audience, but also generates tons of shares, tons of likes, tons of comments. And that is what we really want to do with our page. So Quora.com, a really, really great resource that I recommend everyone should look into. Now, for the last website that I recommend to research shareable content is actually Ubersuggest. So you can actually head on over to neilpatel.com/Ubersuggest. And it's a really great tool for you to actually search for content ideas. Let me show you a quick example. So say, for example, your niche is a dog. I'm going to go type that in. And what they will do is they're going to give you tons of data based on the keyword that you just put in. So as you can see, when you scroll down over here, they're going to give you data based on how many search volume they're having, SEO difficulties, and cost per click. But what we really want to know about is under content ideas. So if you come on over to the sidebar, you can click on content ideas, and they're going to give you tons of articles on different websites that are closely related to the niche that you put in. So the first thing I want to look at is I want to find ones with a lot of visits. So these two over here, and I can actually take a look at these articles, see what type of content they put out, and then maybe I could take inspiration and create my own unique content. So over here, I can take a look at this article right over here, which says, here are 20 essential facts dog lovers must always remember. And if I take a look at this article, basically it's 20 different facts for dog owners and lovers, things like that. Obviously, you can take a look and read everything in this article. Do not copy, but simply take inspiration for your own Facebook page. But this will basically work for any niche. Simply type in your niche inside Ubersuggest. So that's it for today's video. I really do appreciate you being here. Also, if you love content just like this, don't forget to smash that like button and also stay subscribed to my channel for more content just like this. And until next time, I will see you in my next video. Live free.